Today we are making flatbreads stuffed with herbs, cheese, potatoes and all things nice. I'm going to show you here two types of filling. The dough is a very basic one and it's ideal for beginners. And I'm going to show you step by step how to make it. Super delicious, super tasty and also very healthy. I cook them on a dry pan without any oil. This type of filling is my favorite. I will show you the meat version in my future videos. I like to add a couple of handfuls of wholemeal flour to the plain white flour, and I'm using some milk today as well. This is a super easy, super simple dough. In the most simple form, it's just water and flour, literally. Alright, I will add 2 tablespoons of oil. This is optional again. Bit of salt. So just gradually add your liquid, use warm liquid so the dough binds a bit quicker. If you feel it's too much water, then just feel free to add more flour and vice versa. It's a very forgiving dough. Takes literally minutes to make. Add flour reasonably freely as you need the dough. We are not aiming here for a very soft dough, so that makes our job even easier. It's still a bit sticky, that means it needs a bit more kneading. So if you're not sure if the dough is ready, just knead longer until you feel the resistance when you push the dough and it becomes elastic. And also the good trick to check if it's ready, just slightly press it with your finger and it should bounce back ever so slightly. I covered it with our bowl. It's going to rest for at least 10-15 minutes. Probably it will take us longer by the time we finish our filling. Spinach will make the bulk of the filling for our first batch of flatbreads. Also, I have here fresh parsley, coriander, mint and spring onions. We can use only herbs for the filling, and that's it. In Armenia, flatbreads are stuffed with 40 types of herbs and greens. Here I'm adding cheese, and for cheese it should be, of course, feta here. And I also decided to add some mozzarella for that extra stringy texture. Squash spinach a little bit like that, so it becomes more pliable. The spinach I chopped reasonably finely. Herbs I'm making a more effort here. You know, I don't want to put it through a food processor. I haven't tried it with food processor. So the mint, I will just pick the leaves. Mint is very strong, so I don't want too much of it. So much goodness. Sea of green. Looks like a lot of greenery, but it will cook to nothing. Big roomy bowl I have here. Mix as you go, it's easier. Crumbles instantly. Grated mozzarella is very convenient. I keep it in the freezer. It's one of my staples. Although it's not as nice as the fresh one, it's so convenient. To me, it's delicious salad as it is. I would eat probably, I don't want to shock you, but I would eat probably half of it in one go, honestly. I've just tried it. It needs a bit of salt because we didn't put that much feta cheese relative to the herbs. Red chili flakes, a little bit, good amount of olive oil. Final good mix and the filling is done. Let's check out our dough. The dough is very smooth, elastic, it's going to be so nice to work with. It's slightly darker and a bit more rough because of the wholemeal flour. So this half we cover again. And I'm dividing them to my best to the equal portions. I always fold little pieces in a little balls, just like that. It will be much easier to roll them out neatly. Very thin. I like to put lots of filling right in the middle, then just close the ends. Stretch dough as you like. I mean, should be very elastic. It won't tear, especially if you use strong flour like I do. And then roll slightly, gently, kind of your flatbreads to make them flat and thin. And make sure all the time that the surface is well floured, so your goodies don't stick to the surface. Obviously, I'm limited with the size of my pan. They should be at least 2 times bigger. Start cooking flatbreads on a very hot pan. My pancake pan comes very handy here. It's 30 centimeters diameter. I don't use any oil and they come out just fine. They're not oily when you touch them, much healthier. And I cook them on a high heat. My induction goes up to 9, so it is on 8. We just have half a portion of dough and just right amount of filling left. So I'm going to add some boiled potatoes to it and make another batch of flatbreads. So to my remaining filling, I'm adding some grated boiled potatoes, some spring onions, sumac, salt and remaining mozzarella cheese. Also, I'm adding few finely chopped mint leaves. Feel free to play with the components here to your liking, anything goes really, and some, quite a lot actually, of olive oil. And as a last thought, I'm adding some chili flakes. By itself, it's a nice salad. So the previous batch, the main ingredient was herbs, and here main ingredient is potato. Dough is very thin here and lots of filling. This is how I like them. It's quite handy for me at the moment to keep them on non-stick paper and then cook them all in one go. But normally I just cook them and make them in parallel.